Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Brandon over here at the Detail Lounge. And in today's video, we're going to be doing something pretty cool. We're going to be doing a full front PPF on a brand new Z06 Corvette. And I kind of want to show you like behind the scenes of how we do everything and kind of like what our standards are. So first, what I want to do is I want to kind of show you the pattern software that we use, and then I'll show you how we use that big plotter behind us to go ahead and cut the patterns. And then we'll kind of show you around what we're going to be doing today on the car. All right, so like I said, the Z06 is going to get our full front package. So that's going to be full hood, full front bumper, fenders, headlights, side mirrors. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I know this kind of shows up a little wonky on here. Let me try to zoom in, take a step back. So what we've already cut, so I've already cut all this stuff. The fenders, these guys here are going to be the patterns for the mirrors. Since they're pretty complex, we're going this route instead of bulk laying them. We have the fenders here, and then we just have a couple pieces that I could fit on this pattern to get as much real estate on the roll as possible. So here we're using a 36-inch roll that we're cutting right now, and we are getting ready to plot the rest of the front bumper. There's a ton of different pieces on this, but now that you see what the patterns look like, and you can see here, like all these edges are extended to wrap, so we have the most seamless install possible. Again, like kind of, let me see, wrapping on the outside of the fenders into the wheel wells, wrapping here, just to make sure we get as much coverage on the front bumper and protect against rock chips as possible. Let's go take a look at the car. All right, here is this beautiful Z06 that we're working on today. Like I said, so fenders, full front bumper, and as you can see here, it's kind of a pretty complex bumper. That's why there's so many different kind of pieces to it, as well as these mirrors. They're kind of a lot, right? So obviously when you get the stems and the mirrors themselves, then we're gonna be doing the full hood as well. And like I said, we had already cut the fenders, so this is what that looks like over here after we've gone ahead, printed everything out, and weeded out like the backing from the actual patterns. So what you see left are the patterns that are actually going to be going on the vehicle. So pretty cool. And again, these patterns are pretty complex. All these cuts are pretty precise, just to make sure we're getting, like I said, enough coverage to make sure we're protecting the vehicle against rock chips. Kind of interesting situation with this is a couple weeks ago we brought it in for just a one-step correction and 3-year ceramic coating. We put a 5-year coating on this car. So after we brought it back in to do the PPF, we've had to go around and buff off that coating that was applied to the front end of the vehicle. So it's all prepped, ready to go. Now we're gonna get started, laying these pieces of the film, and I'll show you guys that process, and then I'll also show you guys plotting out the rest of the film, including the hood. All right, quick update on where we're at. We're getting ready to install the PPF on the hood. We were gonna run with doing that front bumper section. So like this big piece here in the front, but there's a couple rock chips, so we're gonna get those repaired. So in the time being, we're gonna go ahead and lay the hood right now. Headlights, fenders are done. A couple of the black pieces down below, as well as these fenders and headlights are all done as well. So yeah, let's cut to getting the hood. All right, guys, we got those paint chips repaired on the front bumper yesterday. We just kind of went and put that film over the front bumper, just kind of finishing it up there. But it is coming along. Just got a couple more pieces down here that will get touched up. And then, yeah, it'll be good to go. Start to tuck on all the edges, get it ready for delivery. Alrighty, so there we have it. The Corvette Z06 is completely wrapped up now. It looks really, really good. All the edges are nice and tucked. Pretty seamless here. Really can't see much. Get it out in the sun, let some of the moisture underneath the film clear up a little bit. But yeah, this is kind of the process of what it takes to apply PPF to a vehicle. But if you guys are interested, if you live in the Tucson area, interested in getting this done on your vehicle, more than happy to help. You can give me a call here at 520-261-0896, and we'll get you in for a consultation, see if we can help you out. But yeah, so when we talk about the patterns that we use specifically, the patterns are all designed to essentially make all the edges tucked in nice. And as you can see here, all this film covers this edge just to make sure we're getting as much coverage as possible to keep you protected, right? So now I need to go ahead and reapply the ceramic coating to the areas that we PPF'd. If you remember earlier in the video, the first thing that we had to do was go ahead and polish off the ceramic coating that was on the vehicle, just because, you know, the film didn't want to stick. We use a really, really good ceramic coating from G-Technic. So this vehicle originally received G-Technic's Crystal Serum Light, which is a 3-year coating, and then we put their XO V5 on as an additional layer. So about a 5-year coating, but the hydrophobics on with this coating are insane. So we really had to get that off to make sure that the film can stick down, especially with all these crazy contours and edges that this car has. But yeah, pretty good. Very exciting. So just gonna go ahead and apply the coating now, get the car prepped and ready for delivery, and we'll catch you guys on the next video. Thanks for tuning in.